have to make time for yourself. That's what I'm telling you. Don't wait till you are sick. Don't wait for opportunity or a chance, for some reason. You go to a salon and get your hair done, right? And then you give it up. You have a beautiful hairstyle, you give it up. And you neglect that. You think it's too much and I'm going untidy, unrolling the hair doesn't look nice. So is the body. If you don't look after it,
Like what you're saying is, you being the reason should be enough.
Exactly.
Sure, you don't need like a health issue or an event.
what travel, you see, the senior people in other countries, how they occupy. They have their own little communities. They come, they mix up, they talk, they meet, they crochet, they share their hobbies, they exercise. Here, I'm trying to do it. I'm asking my ladies, bring your moms here, we'll do something. Let them have this little community to start, to begin it. They build the friendships. They mix, they talk, therapeutic. The dementia comes because they have nobody to talk to.
We had a question about how do you see the wellness and well-being in this context of the fitness zone?
Well-being is like being healthy, building confidence, and having peace of mind. It's a stress-free life. Exercise is like, go exercise, not to tire yourself, not to be like, I can do it and I will do it. You don't go all out. So it's mind, body, spirit. That is how the well-being comes for a person. Building more confidence, peace of mind. You walk into a room very confident of yourself because you are you. The Rushma can do something, I can't do it. It's okay. So that is how it is. Like, you don't have to be intimidated. Age is only a number.
So we are here today on our 11th podcast.
No, we are actually on our 13th podcast.
And we are on bouncy exercise balls because we are doing our first total wellness conversation with Hiranti. If you like the content that we've been doing, please like, share, and subscribe because share the content with people that you love so that they learn more and can give us feedback to improve. So, now, today we have Hiranti here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Hiranti. So, we were at the States. Like, then it was like outdoor life. After marriage, we moved to the States. And then it was, what the States are, beautiful surroundings. And then the exercise was like cycling, mountain climbing with the kids. Then when we moved to Canada, all of a sudden I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Then I started my gardening, of course, going for walks with the kids. And then one fine day, I get a call from a friend, actually my sister's friend. She said, Hiranti, I'm going to start a gym in Kandy. Why won't you help me? I thought it's such a good chance because my thing was, what am I going to do for myself? I said, okay. And that's how I
Are you in the fitness field?
never. That is the funniest thing is because I was never a sports person. School, I used to run when the sports teacher was coming to me. I used to run and hide because I hated to stay in the sun. Even now, I really hate to stay in the sun. So, this was an outlet for me, administration, because she needed somebody to administrate the person because she came from Colombo. She was a fitness person. And then I joined as an administrator. Then I saw these people exercising. They come. I always helped them because she was come from Colombo, but being a planting sector, a planter's wife. I organized coffee mornings for her, school outings, school. We went to the school, and that is how we did the advertisement. And then they came because she was new to Candy. I was not new to Candy. So they came. And the word spread that there's a jail. Because it was mixed at that time. I was a little bit uncomfortable.
Did they say?
Yes, my house, that is another thing.
So where we are here is your house.
Yes.
It's your house.
Yes. This is my friend, my sister's friend actually. She's a friend of mine too now. So it was very comfortable setup for all of us. And then when I saw them exercising, I joined slowly. I joined the things and I got addicted. And I never knew that I had this thing in my.
See, until you tried.
Yes,
Right?
yes, we had to try. And the kids were there. They were studying. Then I also started studying my fitness field, the practical and the theoretical thing. I passed the exams and then I thought slowly. When she moved out of Candy, the transition automatically came to me. So it is my place. And then I thought when I looked around, it was a mixed place all around. Men, women, men. Some women. Being Candy, you must be knowing, they're very
Years ago.
ago. I'm talking about 30 years ago. They were intimidated to come and work with a male trainer, a mixed thing. So I thought only I had being a lady, I thought I was a comfortable. So that is how I started. A ladies gym.
So where we are now is in Arivatta in Candy. Today we are doing the podcast live with Hiranti with her gym. As you see, we are a bit bouncy here.
They're balancing. They're balancing. I'm trying to make them balance. Yes. And Zadoshpa used to come and help me sometimes. Once. Once.
Once in the class. That was
When I was with food, yes.
So 30 years ago, I remember, like, even my mother, we were one of the first, I mean, only
Yes.
the first, one of the first people to like
Yeah,
come at
yeah.
that time. We came. How did you go about convincing people at that time to come to the gym? Because here in Candy, it's very conservative. You know, women hardly went to the gym.
Maybe, mainly because I also come from a very conservative background. So me being there encouraged them. And when they saw the change in me too, I was becoming more flexibility, and my flexibility improved, my mobility improved, and my confidence improved. So, like in the sense, then when they saw that, and my friends slowly, one by one, the words came, and that was how it was. No,
that is why we can't get her age out, right? Because
Yes.
of her conservative. So now you're 70 plus. During this journey, how did you tackle the fact that it was male dominated? That's like a big thing. And also the concept of back then women used to think gym make 24 hours. I don't want
Yes.
to take
exactly.
how did you come past those messages? Because I see a lot of women coming here, they love it, your body balance, your circuit training, and they're getting stronger and fitter. How did you manage that?
It was difficult at that because the concept of having a women, ladies only gym was a tough thing. And I was not concerned about the number of people who come, but to hate it because I achieved so much from it. And the people who walked through that door, the ladies, they came and they went out a different person. They come out with a lot of stress, and it's a stressed relief thing. The fitness is not only exercise. It's not only exercise, it's some different thing. Mind, body, spirit. So their spirit grew. And then one by one, the ladies came and they were very comfortable because I had lady trainers. Even the very conservative, like the Muslims I'm about to mention, they are very conservative. Even now they come, they're very comfortable. They're the ones who are enjoying the most. They let themselves go.
Mm.
Their hoodies are off. Because here, they improve so much. They jump, they dance, I love it. I love to see that joy in their face.
So I think you started off with weights, right? Weights and machines. From that to the
Yes. As time went by, I realized the 40 plus people, especially my classmates, my contemporaries, when I used to meet them, they were finding it very difficult to do the things that I can do.
Like even sitting down and getting
Yes.
such a
Yes.
thing
Yes.
on the chair.
So that made me realize when I have to reach out with this lot, 40 plus. And then I encouraged them actually. That age is only a number. You can if you believe you can. So that is how I made them realize it. And little by little more ladies came. Word of mouth. And when they saw how they are shaped, it is not only you asked me this question about these machines and weights. Even we do the weights because many people need to do weights for their osteoporosis to prevent that. When the strength training is to get your strength, it's really, otherwise the muscles weaken. We do it. But you can do it from and yoga too. So the transition from the machines your iron and reps, mechanical, the machinery things, we slowly move down with the age.
This is so true. I'm happy you're bringing this up because a lot of people think strength training is about going and lifting the weights. Your body can be used as resistance for it. And especially the aspect of bone density increasing. Like we get scared, we say, no, we are almost there. We shouldn't be lifting the weight. But actually, that's the one
That helps. That helps you a lot. They think, no, it is for men to build muscle. Because our hormones are different, because they have the testosterone and we have the estrogen. It doesn't build up muscle unless you take some. People take nowadays. The mind is more onto this, being the joy it gives you, fullness. And of course, we concentrate a lot on balance for the older generation, because if you don't have that, only you have the forms. So even the yoga, Pilates gives you strength. It is not only jumping on it is, people love that. I have not discouraging that, but that doesn't mean that you have only that. This yoga, Pilates, because it's a mind, body, and a spiritual. And it gives you so much joy.
So, Hiranti, can you tell us, like, when you talk about over 40 fitness, right? What is it that people need to look at? Because there might be a big things, or they might, be thinking like, okay, yeah, now we don't need to exercise. This is the way of life. Like, we deteriorate. That is part of life. So, when you talk of over 40 fitness, what are you aiming?
See, if the main person of the house is the woman, that is the core of the. If she's not fit, the woman of the house, if she's not healthy, how can she look after the family? To the understand. And in my case, my whole family got into fitness. They're all fit. So it's a family fitness team. Even my gym here, I don't call it gym anymore. I call it my fitness zone. And it's a family. We are like one family. They bond with each other. They build relations. They build friendships. And they carry on. It's like coming to another house from their own house. So they're very comfortable here. The 40+ people need that too. They need company, because to talk to each other. After the sessions, they're very happy. It's therapeutic, I think.
And how do you manage this, 40 plus also, like women who are juggling so many things? What are things that they can do? Okay, for example, Zara had
40 plus.
like nobody's worried about that. She's pushing 40, so it's okay. We're both. So she's 2 kids, she's working. What would be something that,
Yes. Now you take 24 hours for the day, 24 hours. Why can't you self-love, self-care, self-life? If you don't love yourself, how can you love your family? For your own sake, you have to love yourself first. So you have to find time, Zara, for yourself. Even half an hour, you have to. Out of those 24 hours, why can't you get up in the morning then, early morning? Do it. Now, I get up at 4. You can say that you're free, the children are not there. No, but, even at that age, we have stuff to do at home and outside. There's a responsibility.
Is it true, Hiranti, that your muscle mass drops after 40?
Yes, it is. So that is why we have to do the strength training. Your metabolic rate is down at that time, because you don't women. If you're 45, 50 kilos, 10 years ago, you would have lost more kilos. If you want to lose weight, it comes down. Your metabolic rate slows down.
So it's harder for you to lose weight as you.
Exactly. So start it now or never. You never put it off for yourself. Your health comes first. Your job comes later. Yeah. So the metabolic, if you have muscle, your metabolic increases.
And how, when you work with women over 40s, right? Because you had started a long time ago with 40 plus women, and now you have changed your sign to
well-being meets strength. Because, as time went by, I realized fitness is more than jumping on a machine, doing only weights. It is more than that. It is to your movement, your flexibility, your mobility comes with other things too. You don't have to do it. And these 40 plus people who have never gone to a fitness place or never you have done sports, they can't all at once and come do those things. This is a slow, so little like slow transition.
Can you
of them.
tell us a little bit, what is mobility for the
Yeah,
viewers?
well-
Because not everybody knows what's the difference between flexibility and mobility.
Flexibility is for muscles. If you have to like stretch, like you can stretch to the maximum. Mobility is movement of your joints. Your joints have to move, like the mobility you to move.
Mhm.
So if you can't walk, where's the mobility? There's no mobility. If you can't reach out to that shelf and get something, where's the mobility? But the joint fitness is not there. For flexibility, you have to say it's a beautiful thing. That is my thing, that the yoga and the Pilates gives you so much of the joy. I don't know, it completely changes you. I would say, how can I say, from Tabata training to Tadasana. Tadasana is a yoga movement.
Can you tell the viewers also?
Yeah, Tadasana is, like standing still, like, a Tada is, this other thing is, Tabata training is tough. You go from one to the other, no stop, non-stop. You get high impact cardio. Oh, high impact cardio is also not good for as you age. Your heart rate slows down, you can get sick. So you have to slow down. You have to slow down. Actually, you don't do the things that you did 30 years ago now. Even if you can. Even if you can. Do what you can. Listen to the body. That's another thing of mine. Always listen to the body, because you don't have. Fitness is you not, like what you say, abusing your body. It's not abusing. It's something that you have to enjoy. So if you go overboard, it's because you for yourself, self-care, self-love. If another person is doing better than you think. It is me who has to enter.
So when you are educating people on listening to your body, which is a very important concept, how do you set about doing that for them? Like, I mean, like both of us are here.
Yeah.
And like what
Now if I do a stretch or something, you might find it difficult to do, but you will teach yourself to do it. No, you don't have to do it. Do it. Just listen to your body. If I stand up and show you, like, is it okay?
Yeah.
Now you stretch, and without bending, you go down like that. Listen to the body. Your body says they are strong. That's the block there.
Yeah.
You stop. But later on, that doesn't mean that you are going to stay all like that forever. With time, with more movement, you will improve. So that is what listen to the body. So much of that I can say, you like, some people, when they're not doing the proper thing, I will just look at them, only look at me. I don't talk. They don't in my look. Look at them and say, I'm listening to my body.
Yeah, because when you do exercise and now trying to focus on your body, one of the challenges is knowing what is a good amount to push and like which share is the okay.
That's right.
Identifying that is hard. How
Yes.
do we do that for us?
You can move. You can move, Sushma. When you just talk like that. That is listening. No, I can't do it because I'm good. And you try to move. That's not good enough.
It's a nice thing to just
No pain, I will say. But that doesn't mean that every body type is different to another person's. You and Zara is different. Me is different. So your body type is different. Your capacity is different. So there's so much that you can do.
Yeah.
That's all. You can't move. You're not lazy because you need to have that result.
So one other question I had in is like when you say over 40, maybe 50, 60s, one common thing they say, I'm fit because I go for my morning walk. I'm always with size. But is that really fitness? Is it enough?
Something's better than nothing, I can say. At least they are attempting to do that. But slowly they can gain off. Do the walking, but get some advice and do the other things. Like, yes. If you watch these people whom you're talking, how do they walk? Is it tell me, like, yes, and they're just going for a stroll.
Yeah.
It's not that. You have to briskly think about your balance. Think about your balance, where you are walking. Sometimes if you mindfully walk, that's a little by little. I mean, you can, they can even, a chair is the only the thing that you can have. You don't have to go and jog in the gym. You take a chair and 5 minutes or something that you can do, like stretching your arm up, this, and take the leg, and you can do those things at home. with some advice. You can't just go and do it. We don't know their fitness levels or that.
Yeah.
So they have to get advice from somebody
Yeah.
and at home.
My question is like, how do you make them understand the importance of building muscle and strength? Because it is something that they think, okay, as we age, we are going to lose anyway. We can't build it back. Build muscle.
Build muscle in the sense
Or
like
else-
muscle. No, I mean you can maintain that. Maintain and for your metabolic rate and things like that, you can maintain. Building muscle, I'm not very sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. I can't answer that question. I'm not very sure about it. But strength training is necessary. I will say to prevent falls, to get strength in the body, the woman, all that. So strength training is necessary even for a 90-year-old person.
So from your experience, what do you think is the biggest barrier in getting the message out there?
My God, it is. Even if you give that awareness, they put it off. They put it off. Sometimes I've been, you reach out to people, not for anything, not for, they think that it is for my business, that I need to get this. It's not money alone. It's money. You need that because anything given free is not appreciated, but it is more beyond that. The joy that you see in them, all that once you get them in. But to get them here is the most difficult thing. I have tried so many things, but the fire is saying that some people do not. They try it out. They try it out and they get hooked into this. Their addiction is this. They will never give this up. The first thing, I'm so happy after so many years, so many people have not given up. And also what I see is now they walk through that door, and like a lot of stress, a lot of things in the head. I won't talk, just they calm. When they go out, I watch them, the most happiest people. It's something because you release endorphins, no more. So that gives you a lot of happiness, joy. So they enjoy. They have to enjoy. You must not make it a reject like a show for it. You have to go and do this, not that part of your life. You have to make it part. Healthy lifestyle is something like brushing your teeth and washing your face. You don't give up that, no. People come to me sometimes and tell me, oh, I have to go for a wedding. Can I get fit in that so many months? Then they say, oh, doctor told me to reduce, I have to get operation done. So then we
Motivation, they figure it out. We all make the time for it.
So you have to make time for yourself. That's what I'm telling you. Don't wait till you are sick. Don't wait for opportunity or a chance, for some reason and stop at that. Now I will say that face seat, something like this. You go to a salon and get your hair done, right? And then you give it up. You have a beautiful hairstyle, you give it up. And you neglect that. You think it's too much and untidy, unrolling the hair doesn't look nice. So is the body. If you don't look after it.
Like what you're saying is, you being the reason should be enough.
Exactly.
Sure, you don't need like a health issue or an event.
And that will help. They will be very healthy if their family is having lot of sicknesses like diabetes, high pressure, all those things. These ladies are not having. They're not having a very healthy touch. I mean, I'm so happy about it and proud about it.
So, I'm just saying, we Sri Lanka, we population, right? Now, when they're more. So, and what we also see is them slowly moving away from social life, right? Because they can't, now the mobility is less. They can't come out. They start not coming out. They don't mix with their friends anymore. Society. How do you see that?
Yes, that is something that we are lacking as well. But when you travel, you see the senior people in other countries, how they occupy. They have their own little communities. They come, they mix up, they talk, they meet, they crochet, they share their hobbies, they exercise. Here, I'm trying to do it. I'm asking my ladies, bring your moms here. We'll do something. Let them have this little community to start, to begin it. They build the friendships. They mix, they talk, therapeutic. the dementia comes because they have nobody to talk to. So that is something I really don't know how to reach out to. So I'm very sorry to say I'm trying my best. That is why I say senior fitness. They are intimidated, I think. They, as you say, Zara, they think that we can't do it. But why not try? And they think that like other things, you have to jump. You have to do aerobics and Zumba and that, and they can't do it. But it's only a chill. But
So what does it look like? Like we say Pilates, maybe not everybody knows what Pilates is, right?
it is like lengthening and strengthening of your muscles. It's like a physiotherapy exercise. I'll tell you something. These people get injured, not here for some reason, or they go to the physiotherapist. I don't talk about it because that's their issue. They go. Next day they come and say, no. We spent 2 hours for that person and you are doing the same thing here. So that is called like the lengthening and the strengthening of the muscles, the Pilates exercise. Yoga is something more relaxing. Your flexibility improves, but little by little. If you can do, some person can do a difficult pose. Maybe a older person won't be able to do it. But we have moderate ones. We have simpler exercises. We give them that. Little by little. With the doctor's advice. Because sometimes these people, Ushma, they hide their illnesses.
Common thing between
They all know. So how can I know whether this exercise is suitable for them? So unless the doctor recommends it later, they will not say, go to that person, I don't want that. But she's okay for this exercise. Then only we tell them with a recommendation, because otherwise we might see a back issue. I don't know why we have this illness and that. Nothing bad about it. What can you do? Because you're not fit. So say, I have a back issue. I can't. They don't take. I don't know. I will give them exercise. Then they will say, oh, my back is bad. How you didn't do any movement? This so yes. It is there to stay. Back problems, you can't be without it for sometimes if you don't do unnecessary movement.
But essentially, we have to do the movement to resolve the problem.
Yeah, in different ways. Outside, if you have a back issue, we don't give some. We have another one in a different way. So why we do that? But we have to know that.
Some say what I'm understanding is this concept of gym and fitness. We have this image that was created, right?
Yes.
Like for commercialization. Where
It's only for young people.
And then when you meet with persons who haven't done movements or exercises, they think about, okay, we're going for fitness or gym. You have to be they don't know that it's beyond it.
Yes,
like what you're
that's right.
saying about the wellness and the well-being aspect. Right? There are slow movements. We can break the workout to your level. But it's like what Zara said also. You know, like how some trainers will say, no, you have to do like this, like this, like this. So if you don't have the room to customize, that's also not the issue.
And also I must say, people, little learning is dangerous. Say no, that is true. That is true. Because they learn it, because I have people, I have had trainers. Oh, it's enough for me now, and they go and get some money and open a gym. They buy the most sophisticated stuff. People, I say this generation is that. They go for that. They go for that. You know, the look of it. Oh, that is culture. I like to work with the nature. If you listen, yes, and the greenery to the eyes, people don't like it. Oh, it can happen. Well, another missing thing, maybe. So that love, let them. Okay, let them.
Yeah.
That's the other has.
We had a question about how do you see the wellness and well-being in this context of the fitness zone?
Well-being is like being healthy, building confidence, and having peace of mind. It's a stress-free life. Exercise is like, go exercise, not to tire yourself, not to be like, I can do it and I will do it. You don't go all out. So it's mind, body, spirit. That is how the well-being comes for a person. Building more confidence, peace of mind. You walk into a room very confident of yourself because you are you. Anybody else. This is the Rushma can do something, I can't do it. It's okay. So that is how it is. Like, you don't have to be intimidated. Age is only a number. It is what you do, what you can do, you will do. No? That is what it is.
It's nice.
And also, if you believe you can, you can, you can. Don't think that's as Rosma says, I can't do it. No, try it. Without trying, how can you say?
That's true.
You have to try for anything in life, isn't it?
Mm.
Anything, not only fitness. But fitness is something different. If somebody asks me, what is your medicine? Fitness. What is your addiction?
I would not when.
And also, like, now I'm trying to give it to others because what I have, it is not what I do, it is who I am now. Trying to spread it.
Yeah. So, thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. I really wanted to give this message to people. It is what you do, not others do. You do what you can. Believe you can and you can do it. Right? And thank you so much.
So, if you like what you saw, please
Subscribe to our channel and like our videos, share them, and stay in tune for more podcasts like this.
her gym is. So, thank you.
We will be Miss Friends.